Hey, sixth grade, we're going to do some condensed version, a condensed version of our science notes for this week, just because things have been really choppy with our virtual days and the late start last week and lots of president's practice. So what I'm going to do is read all of the notes to you. I'm going to highlight what you need to write down, okay? So Earth Science Notes, week 1, our planet. It's up to you. I would maybe just put Earth Science at the top or something. So I would do some sort of heading in your notes. A system is a group of parts that works together as one. That needs to be in your notes. Just a tidbit here. It's kind of like a puzzle. Bunch of pieces fit together. If one is missing, the puzzle's incomplete, and we're familiar with that. The Earth system has 4 parts. We have water, crust, or the land, air, and the living things on it. Okay, if you want to jot that down, you can, but we're going to break it down into very specific scientific words here. Excuse me. In our notes. So that's optional for you. A sphere, you know what this is. It's like a ball, a 3-dimensional round shape, otherwise known as a 3D shape. Okay, if you want to jot examples, a globe, a soccer ball, the Earth is a sphere, right? Then we've got a specific part of our sphere, the hydrosphere. Hydro means water, and hydrosphere, you put it all together, means the water on our globe, on our circle, on our Earth. Okay, 2/3 of the Earth is covered with water. 2/3 would be about 67%. I've heard percentages that are like around 70, 75%. So anywhere between 60 and 70% roughly is water. At any rate, it's over half. Okay, no other planet has water that we know of. Without it, we couldn't live because we need that hydration. Feel free to stop and pause at any point as you're jotting things down. Okay, you know what to do. Another part of our planet, we've got the lithosphere. Lith is a prefix that means hard or stiff. This refers to Earth's ground or crust. Okay, if you want to add the word crust in your notes, go for it. It's constantly moving. You're aware of like magma under the Earth and how that shifts and moves and how tectonic plates move and all of that sort of thing, which we'll dig into more later. The atmosphere is vapor. Atmo means vapor. Sphere, again, 3-dimensional round shape. So this refers to Earth's gases. We've got oxygen, carbon dioxide, like helium is a gas, all of these things. So when you're talking about the atmosphere, it is literally all of the vapors in the air that's taking up space that we don't even see. So they're things that we often take for granted, but are very, very important for our survival, and just kind of mind-blowing that they exist. Our biosphere, like biology, is the study of living things. So biosphere, bio means life. Biosphere is all living things on Earth, plants, animals, humans, all of that. Okay. Next up, we've got, Earth's layers from inside out. We've got the inner core, outer core, mantle, and crust. I don't know how to highlight that without it looking funny. At any rate, that needs to be in your notes. And basically, you guys, instead of writing every little detail down, I'm giving you like the test review version where we highlight like the super big stuff. So if you want to, as you're studying, you can highlight it all or just put a note there, like study everything. Okay, because we will have a little testaroo quiz on this. It won't be long. And as long as you have read it, done your crossword, and even just listening to the notes, I think you'll be pretty well set. Taking the notes is going to 10x or like 10 times your success here, because I say this so much, but it's true. Studies show that when you write things down, whether it's math notes, science notes, listening to an amazing speaker, when you write things down, it sticks in your heart and in your mind better than if you're just listening. And everyone learns differently. So you kind of do your thing with that extra step, okay? Moving on here, diameter. A diameter is from one end of a circle straight across to the other end. Okay, so let me add a visual for you here. So we've got a circle. The diameter goes straight through the middle. Okay, I'll show you a non-example. This little stretch from one side to another, that's not a diameter because you can make that like any sort of length. The true diameter goes straight through the center. So if I were to change this to make it a true diameter, I'd have to go from one side straight through to the other. When it just touches a random point on a circle to another, it's technically called a chord. And I did not know that until I don't know. I was a few years into teaching. One of my brothers had to teach me that. So anyway, diameter goes straight through the middle of that circle. Okay. And a paleontologist is a scientist who studies dinosaurs. So there you have it. Your Earth Science Week 1 notes